All right, hello and welcome to Divorcing Dilemmas. As some of you know, in this series of videos, I'm interviewing various experts in different fields. A lot of my clients who are going through divorce have a lot of different needs, and I'm great and well situated to help them out with their legal needs, obviously, as a lawyer. But a lot of them have needs that I can't fill because I'm not an expert in those areas. So this series is just to interview different experts who can help them meet those needs. And this month, I am very pleased to have with us Chris Langworthy. Chris, welcome.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me, Amanda.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And Chris is with High Performance Coaching and Consulting, which may not sound at first blush like it fits in with people going through divorce, because you do work primarily in more business settings and working with people in that kind of a setting more. Is that correct?
I work more with leadership development, but I work with leadership development as far as relational development and helping you build your relationships within your leadership style. So that's how it kind of segues to you, right?
Exactly. And so I had heard Chris speaking about some of this, and a lot of what she was saying, even though it wasn't directed at people going through a divorce, really resonated with me.
Yeah.
And I thought could be very helpful for people because all of us, because ultimately it's all about relationships, whether it's a relationship with your ex, a relationship at work, with your family, friends. It's all about the relationships. And I think you have kind of a way you like to put it. Is that right, Chris, about what you're kind of helping people strive
I
for?
like to help people pursue relational excellence, that you own your part in dialing down the drama. And whether that's at work or in your intimate relationships or with exes or with kids or what, let's pursue some relational excellence. That's what I'm after.
Yeah, and I love that. And especially the dialing down the drama is what really resonated with me, because as you might imagine, with anybody watching, divorce can have a lot of drama, right? People don't get divorced because everything is perfect and everybody gets along. And it can vary. Some people don't need help and some people need help. We're divorced. Now, how do we communicate, especially when they have kids and need to co-parent?
Yeah.
So what are some of the best tips that you've found help for reducing drama?
So one of the things I really work with is helping people understand that everybody has a different motivation, and that when we have conflicting motivators or we have conflicting drives, that is like 99% of our personality clash. If, Amanda, if you're all about being selfless and pouring everything into everybody, but I'm all about maximizing my time and energy, we're going to clash on each other and we're going to get frustrated with each other, right? And just the biggest thing I like to do is help people understand you see the world differently. You have a different set of glasses than I do, and that it's not bad or good, but that they're different. And so, but that just understanding that that's where our conflict comes in. And so we can be self-aware. That's a big thing we talk about, is just being self-aware of what your motivations are, what your personality is, what your behavioral tendency is. Are you a driver? Or are you an influencer? What kind of person are you? And then how do you, that each of those people have different things that trigger them, right? And just really wanting to increase people's self-awareness so that they can take responsibility for their drama. And I say, be the thermostat in the room, not the thermometer. Come into the room and know that you're in a place of confidence. What do I mean by that? Let me explain that.
Yeah.
Because a thermometer does what? It just reflects the temperature in the room, right?
Right.
A thermostat decides that it's going to be positive. It's either going to set the temperature really cold or really hot, but it's going to intentionally, own it and intentionally say, you know what? I don't want drama in this today. I know where I'm at. I know what my needs are. And I'm not going to go make up all kinds of stories about somebody else and just dial up the drama by doing that, right?
Right. And I love that, because it is, obviously, exes are good at pushing each other's buttons. They know exactly where those buttons are. They know exactly how to push them, and generally aren't afraid to do so. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and what are we benefiting? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I am not going to change you, Amanda. You are who you are, and I am who I am. And I think some of the drama comes sometimes because we think we have to fix each other, or we're going to set each other straight or something like that. And especially in divorces, because we've got some hurts, we've got some misunderstandings from the past. And it's just like, well, I'm going to make you pay. And it's like, no, ultimately, at the end of the day, you're not making them pay, you're making yourself pay. And it's like, you know what, I like to talk about, it starts with me. It starts with me being healthy. It starts with me taking ownership for my part of this. and stop trying to change my partner or my ex or my kid or my
Yeah.
my colleague at work, that I just own it.
Right. And because if you could change your partner, probably you wouldn't be getting divorced, right?
Right, right.
So
Or
it's
you
like
would have done it a long time ago, you
right,
know?
if it didn't work while you were married, it's probably not going to work now. And so trying to figure, and especially, and if you don't have kids, you probably don't ever need to talk to each other again. But especially if you have kids, you have to be able to co-parent. And when you
Yep.
have constant conflict, it's hurting you and it's hurting the kids too. So being able to dial down that drama, and you won't necessarily be able to eliminate all conflict.
Right. We talk about creating a DMZ, a drama mitigation zone, you know, and you think about the DMZ in Korea, right? What is it? It's a place of, okay, can we cease hostilities in this space for the good of the other people, you know? And so really even in divorce, that's what we're looking at. Can we just kind of cease some hostilities here? And let's go for a productive outcome.
Right. And I think that's great. And I think especially taking personal responsibility, because you can't force the other person to be a decent person. You can't force them to reduce the drama. Although frequently, if you reduce drama, frequently it will happen.
Yeah.
But even if it doesn't, even if you can never force them to, at least you know that you've done the best that you can.
Yeah. Well, and I'm a nurse by trade. The part of where I started this business was as a nurse. I really saw people's health issues start to suffer when they held on to their anger and their resentment and their bitterness. And I'm like, okay, so where do we bring healing to people so they don't have that anger and bitterness? Because if you're holding on to anger at your ex because they won't change, you're the one that's drinking the poison.
Yeah,
and so
hoping it kills them, right?
it kills them. It totally.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So what I love to do with people is increase their self-awareness and help them really appreciate the gift they are, because sometimes when you come through divorce too, your whole self-esteem has been shattered and everything you've expected is shattered. And so let me come alongside you and let's affirm you. Let's say this is what's good about you. It may be where your ex has been attacking you because you're so XYZ, but maybe that's your gift. You know, maybe this is rediscovering you and helping you see that as a good quality in yourself. And so, you know, we're not going to look to your ex to fix you or you to fix them, but let's just take some healthy, proactive steps, you know?
And do you have, what tools do you have to help people reach that?
What I do is I use a personality profile, or it's not even really a personality profile. It's a profile assessment, they call it. That's from a company called TTI Trimetrics. And what it does is it looks at your motivators, it looks at your behavioral styles, but it also looks at your subconscious thinking levels and how you're seeing yourself and how are you seeing the people around you, and have you disengaged or have you engaged? And what we do with that is we use it as a coaching tool to help you take some proactive, positive steps and say, okay, I want to get healthy for my own sake. I want to get healthy.
And so do you need both? I mean, ideally both parties would be working to try to mitigate the drama. Obviously that's
right.
Do you need both parties to come and work with you, or can you help just one?
I can just help one, you know, because really you're not going to fix that partner.
Yeah.
This is about you owning it and you taking it. So, you know, sure, if both of you agree and you want to do it, we certainly can. You know, maybe we'll forsake the divorce and we won't meet Amanda by the time it's done. I don't know.
No objections here, right?
Right. But or you know, that's the ideal or whatever. But the thing is, at the end of the day, what we want is you to be healthy, and we want you to see yourself as valuable and to see yourself as owning. You're not a victim. Not to, you know, just to empower you to go to that next place in your life, you know, that stuff happens, life happens. Okay, how do we get some self-confidence back? How do we affirm who you are? And let's pick back up and let's go. And we certainly can do that one-on-one. It's, you know, a lot of coaching one-on-one with people.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Chris. If that sounds like something that you would benefit from, or you just want to learn a little bit more about it, it doesn't have to be just divorce either. Reducing drama in general, I think, can be a great thing. But Chris's contact information will either be below or next to the video, depending on where exactly you're watching it. But reach out to her and get some more information if you think that's something that you could benefit from. So thank you so much for being with us, Chris.
Thanks, Amanda, for this opportunity. I appreciate it.
Thanks.